Hi, welcome back to Creative Cooking. This is an absolutely amazing episode. I got my sister here because we are family.
Hi.
And we have my sister here. This is Anita, and we are going to be making some amazing dishes for you today. Now, recall that we are making dishes that are really easy on the blood pressure, easy on the blood sugars. So you might want to speak to your doctor ahead of time to make sure you let him know that he or she know that you are eating differently, because there may need to be some adjustments in your medications. So that being said, let's get started. Our goal here is to reverse type 2 diabetes and to continue the lifestyle so that we never have to see type 2 diabetes again.
Exactly.
So to that end, what we're doing for our audience is we're teaching our audience how to cook without the oil, because the oil is the part that has become really problematic and really is the problem that makes the sugar become built up in the bloodstream.
Oh, so
right?
That's what clogged arteries come from.
Yes, kind of, yeah, absolutely. That's kind of a good way. So that inside of the cell, if you can just imagine the cell as this round object, inside the cell you have all kinds of different organs, right? Organelles. You got the mitochondria, you have the nucleus, you have the nucleolus, you have the Golgi apparatus, and different parts of the cell. But inside the cell there's little fat cells, and there should just be a few of them. On the outside of the cell, that is where the insulin from your pancreas comes from. And it sits on the outside of that cell to escort that glucose that you ingest inside of the cell. But what tends to happen in our standard American diet is that we have too much fat. So it's too much fat inside the cells. So when I, being the star of the party, I'm the glucose, I want to get inside, I can't get in because there's too many fat globules inside. So it's standing room only, so I don't have a way to get in. So I end up staying outside. I'm built up in the bloodstream.
So you mean to tell me if you just get rid of those fat cells, that means you can kind of get rid of diabetes?
Absolutely, and that's what we're doing.
Great.
Yeah, so that's how we're going to do this today.
Okay.
So we've eliminated the oil.
Okay.
Right? Most people will take oil and they'll just go, and there's lots of oil in it, and they're deep frying things, and it's a lot of fat, and that's all refined, and your body just doesn't know how to get rid of that excess oil. So we're going to teach you how to make it. We're going to teach our audience how to make it without the oil, and we're calling this tofu fried chicken.
Yum.
Right? Because tofu rocks. That's the name of our episode today. Tofu rocks. So here are our ingredients. We're going to use 1 package of extra firm tofu. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast flakes, 1 tablespoon of dried basil, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of dried tarragon. You probably haven't, a lot of people probably don't know about that, but it's an herb that's really good and kind of helps to add a chicken flavor to this.
Can you get tarragon anywhere? Or
pretty much. You can buy it at your local grocery store. They have it in the dried form. You can buy it in health food stores as well. And then I'm using 1 teaspoon of black seed pepper. I call it pepper, but it's really just black seeds that I've ground up. And just black seeds just have so many antioxidants and so many good properties that I wanted to put them in there and make it look like there's actually black pepper on it when it really isn't.
Okay.
The other thing that we're going to put on there is a tablespoon of smoked paprika, and we're going to use the same amount of amino acids in water. Sometimes I'll use even more water than the amino acids. So in this case, I'm going to use a quarter cup of amino acids and a 1/2 cup of water. So I want you to start mixing up.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to start with just putting water and the amino acids in the bowl and just kind of stir that around to mix those two together.
Okay. We'll start with the water first.
Start with the water.
And amino acids. Now, the amino acids is kind of salty.
It's salty. That's why we're mixing it with water. But amino acids are really good. It's got like amino acids, that the things that we need. Your body needs amino acids to build protein.
Okay.
But it can be salty. So we try to just do just enough of it so that it adds the taste without adding too much saltiness.
Cool.
So if you put it in there and it becomes dark brown, it's too salty. So we really just want it to be lightly colored brown.
Okay. What about that color? Is that color good?
That's good, but we're not going to keep these in there. We're going to just toss them in there,
okay.
and then pull them out. Okay.
Okay, so apparently they get saltier
The longer you keep
Got
them
it.
in.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
So you just kind of stir that around, make sure it's mixed up very well.
Will do.
Okay.
Okay.
And then once you dip these in the amino acid mixture, put it here on the plate, and then, well, actually put it here, and then we'll put seasonings in this bowl, and then we'll put it in to the air fryer.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll just go ahead. Let me kind of maneuver this here. So I'm just going to take these
Yes.
and just kind of
Yep. Just
right.
just roll it over and take it out.
take it out. Okay.
Roll
Put
it over
there.
and take it out. There you go.
All right. Why do you break up the tofu? I'm used to seeing tofu kind of squared off and chopped up. I mean, you know what I mean? Just
Yes.
perfectly neat.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I did it this way because I wanted it to look like chicken bites. Right? And so if I cut it into squares, it looks more like it's tofu. And so
It looks
sometimes
like more like it's tofu
yes,
or chicken.
it looks more like it's tofu when it's just squares.
Got it.
I want it
Okay.
to look more like it's chicken.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
See how it kind of gets a light beige color in there?
Okay, yeah. So the seasonings are on there though.
Right. So this means the salt is already in there.
Got it.
Right. So we
Okay.
don't need any more salt after this.
All righty.
Okay.
Put it there. Almost
Yes.
done. We're gonna have a lot of chicken here.
Not enough.
But I will definitely be happy to eat some.
Now, see, when I make this at home, the girls and John all want to come in and they eat it. So I usually make 2 blocks of this because I know by the time I finish the 1 block, they'll have eaten that one. So I'll have to have the other one so we can have it ready for me to eat because they have already consumed them. So I have already learned out of the many years that we've been doing this to make enough for us all.
Got it. I know, that's so good. I love tofu.
Yes. And no matter how I make the tofu, they're eating it. I mean,
Oops.
it's incredible. They will, it's so funny because I'll be in there cooking and I look at the plate, you know, I'm putting it, once I finish cooking it, I'm putting on the plate and I turn around and it's gone. So
Okay.
time to do it.
So
Okay.
I think that's it.
So now we're going to take this and we're going to pop the seasonings on it.
Okay.
Okay. So here's our black pepper, our black seed pepper, nutritional yeast flakes. So you can just go ahead and start tossing those in there.
Okay. Now, if I put them on the top, how would they get seasoned on the bottom? How
You're
does
going to
that work?
toss it around in
Just
there.
toss. And it's not going to break up on me.
How do you
I have
want
a problem.
to do it on the plate?
Yeah, because I have a problem
Oh, okay,
with
well,
my
then let's
tofu
do it.
breaking up, and I'll have tofu
There you go. Then
crumbs.
let's do it on the plate.
I have tofu crumbs, and I will have a piece of firm tofu.
Okay.
So I just put it on there.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna put the what's that again?
That's black seed
Black
pepper.
seed pepper, and then the
That's dry basil.
okay, and then
Smoked paprika.
Oh, it smells so good. And then that's the garlic.
That's garlic powder.
Okay. And then we will put the
Onion powder.
onion powder. Okay. And we had something. Oh, that other tarragon.
Tarragon.
Mmm. Now that smells amazing. This just smells so good. It's not
Already.
even done yet. Okay.
There you
So
go.
kind of get this. Let me start in.
Yep.
Okay.
Start doing it.
Ooh, that's a really pretty color.
Yes.
I like the way that looks. That
Yeah.
looks like amazing already, and it smells
Yes, let's do
amazing.
this.
Okay.
So we put all those seasonings together.
Smells good.
Yes. Now you can just dredge those in it.
Okay. Making me nice and hungry.
You can
I am
smell it.
ready to eat this already. Okay. All right.
Yes. I'm going to help you do that too.
Okay, because I know I'll be forever. I'm trying to get all the seasons on every single part, so.
Yes.
All right.
So I just kind of go like this.
Okay.
Then I'll flip it over
Oh, okay.
and then kind of
So
go
let me just
that
go ahead and
way.
stick it.
Put it inside the air
Okay.
fryer.
Okay.
Okay. Put that on the ends.
All right.
And then, you know, we're going to put it in the air fryer. And I'll tell you this, when I first got my air fryer, which has been an absolute lifesaver, when I first got my air fryer, I would put, it was already preset to 370 degrees. So just a little secret, I do everything at 370 degrees. I rarely change the settings.
Well, what happens if you put it on 400?
I would cook it for a shorter period of time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you maybe want to just watch it so that it doesn't, burn or get too.
Now I have problems. I'm sorry. I got a problem with my tofu sticking to my air fryer on the inside.
So I use a paper. I use a filter paper. It's a piece of parchment paper, really,
Oh, okay.
but it's made for the air fryer.
So is
And
that?
that way-
Oh, okay. That's
That's
what
what
that
the
is.
white paper is.
Okay.
Yes, there you go.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't like when my tofu sticks.
Yeah, and try to keep it away from the walls too, because it'll stick to the wall and make it a little
Oh.
bit difficult to get out.
Good deal. Okay.
Alrighty, so once you make
It's
that,
kind of sliding over.
and
this.
then you'll see what it looks like as the final product. All right, we'll put that in for 15 minutes, and then we'll move from there. And wait till I show you what it looks like.
Ooh.
It is pretty amazing.
So we're not doing any more. That's it.
That's it.
These.
Sure.
You said we wouldn't have enough. I'm just trying to make sure we have enough. You did such a good job putting all the batter on there, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, let's try to go a little faster.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going so slow.
That's okay.
I know it's making me hungry too. I don't know why I'm taking so long. All right, we're good. We
We're
are good. We
Last
are
one.
good.
There we go.
All righty.
All right, perfect.
Thank you. Here.
That one
Go.
in there.
Okay.
Put it right there.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
And we shall put it. Ding.
And then when we show what it
370.
looks
Is that good? 15 minutes.
Just
All
put it-
right.
Just start. Put the power on.
Okay.
Now let's look at our finished product. It looks absolutely delicious. That is fried chicken tofu. And doesn't it actually look like
That looks
it's fried?
Well, you know what I said earlier when I saw it, I was like, it kind of looks like barbecue, succulent, teriyaki, something that makes me want to just.
Eat it right now.
That looks delicious.
That's it.
Looks the bomb.
All right, so our next dish that we're going to make is tofu piccata. And tofu piccata is absolutely delicious as a take on the typical traditional chicken piccata. But let's do that. Our ingredients are 1 block of tofu, a 1/2 cup of gluten-free all-purpose flour. We're going to use that to dredge, a 1/2 cup of non-dairy milk, 2 teaspoons of vegan chicken seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of dried basil. We're also going to have a teaspoon of tarragon. We're going to use that again, and a tablespoon of nutritional yeast flakes. That's going to be what we're going to cover our chicken with. But then we're going to make the piccata sauce, which is really very simple. We're going to use a 1/2 of a not chicken bouillon cube, 1/2 of a cube, 1 cup of water, a 1/4 cup of capers, and I like to rinse the capers off, however you buy them, whether it be in vinegar or oil, just rinse them off.
Okay.
A tablespoon of nutritional yeast flakes, juice of 1 lemon, and a 1/4 of fresh parsley. We're going to chop that. So now we're going to make the tofu piccata, and the tofu piccata is so delicious, and you're going to love it. It's kind of an Italian dish, but we're using tofu, so I'm not sure if that takes it away from Italy or not, but we're going to use it.
Okay.
So first I want you to put some flour here, and then you're going to season the flour.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to do some flour here. on
Yes.
the plate.
Now this is all-purpose gluten-free flour.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
So there's no gluten in here because we talked about the importance of the pancreas and its secretion of insulin. And we want those cells, the beta cells, to be nice and healthy, so we don't want to kind of damage those. So we're going to allow them to recover. Go
Okay.
ahead.
And then nutritional yeast.
Nutritional yeast flakes.
Okay.
We're going to put in the tarragon and the dried basil.
The tarragon's here,
Okay.
and the dried basil's here.
Perfect. So we're just going to stir it around so we can mix the flour up very well. You know, the other thing that you can actually do is to get it, is to put it like in a paper bag.
Oh,
and
okay.
put all of the seasonings in there and then shake it up.
Okay.
The reason that we don't do it that way is because the way these are cut, it would kind of break them up. So we want to be gentle with the pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, no problem.
All right. Now I also want to use extra firm tofu. So you're going to take the milk and put it in here.
Okay.
And then you'll dredge a piece in there, dredge it in the flour, back into the milk, and then back into the flour.
Okay. I'm just going to use my hands. My hands are so clean, but I'm going to use them right
Of course,
there.
I saw you
Okay.
wash them.
Okay. So we're going to put
Yep.
that there.
Yep.
And then we'll put it in the flour.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Now, while you're doing that,
do we
I'm
do
going to
it back in the
start-
milk again?
Back in the milk.
Okay.
Then I'm going to get started on making the piccata sauce. Okay. So you got that going on. Now, we are going to use a cup of water. And let's see here, down to 1 cup. Yes, a little bit more.
Okay, so milk and
And
then flour. Okay.
And I'm going to put in my lemon. I'm going to put in my nutritional yeast flakes in here.
Milk.
And I'm going to put in my other seasonings.
Oh, this smells
here.
so good. This is going to be so good.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Alrighty. And then we're going to put in our capers. And we're just going to let this kind of simmer together. I kind of bring it to a boil and then let it simmer.
I've seen that dish
Got this
before.
little chicken seasoning is over here.
All right.
Let it boil.
So you want to just do just like a few pieces, just to show them like that.
Yeah, why don't we just do
Yeah.
a few pieces, okay? So then what we're going to do is, you know, we just recently showed you how to put things in the air fryer and put it at 370 degrees, and we're just going to do it for 15 minutes the same way.
Okay.
We're going to get this sauce with the piccata, the chicken seasoning. This is the piccata sauce with the chicken seasoning and the capers and lemon. Really, it's the lemon and the capers that are really traditional.
Okay.
And so we're actually going to just bring this to a boil. And once we bring it to a boil, we'll just turn it down and let it simmer.
Okay.
And then when we let it simmer, then we'll put back in once we get it out of the air fryer, we're going to take it and we're going to put it in to the sauce. Okay?
Oh, okay.
And then the excess sauce, we're just going to pour over it. And it's going to be really, really beautiful, tasty. And it's very, very lemony. I think
Ooh,
that
I like
that is
that.
the
I
thing
like that.
that really does it. So
I like that.
is going to make this sauce really spectacular.
Okay.
And once you do that, you just invite somebody over and tell them that you're making this. Now, this really is a good romantic dinner for you and your husband. You can, like, this could be like part of what you do on like
a Valentine's
Valentine's Day.
Sounds
Like, you
good.
took the words out of my mouth.
I'm going to get a paper towel and kind of wipe this stuff off of my hands. Is that okay?
Yep, indeed.
Hey.
Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then let me show you what the finished product looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd love
That's
to see
after
it.
we've put this in the fryer, put this in the pan. This is what we get. Our beautiful tofu piccata. Isn't it just delicious looking?
It looks amazing. I love capers.
Yes, yes. The capers just really kind of add that extra oomph to it. So our last dish.
Okay.
Can you believe it? We're down to the last dish.
Hey.
Our last dish is we're going to make tofu salad with Burmese sauce.
Ooh.
Now, let me tell you, that Burmese sauce is delicious. Let me tell you the ingredients. We're going to use our tofu just like we just did. We're going to slice it kind of thinly, probably 1/4 of an inch, and then we're going to slice it in half after that. So we're going to slice it kind of to get 10 pieces, and then about 1/4 of an inch each, and then we'll slice that in half. Then we're going to use a tablespoon of water and amino acids so that it's not too salty. We're going to use Napa cabbage, and you can use, I usually use kind of a medium size. I don't try to buy the largest one, but you can buy the largest Napa cabbage and chop it very, very nicely so that it's bite-sized pieces.
Okay.
And then we're going to add to that some spring onions and 2 carrots that are shredded. The ingredients for the Burmese sauce is 2 inches of fresh ginger, 4 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of amino acids, 4 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup, not sugar added, but pure maple syrup,
Okay.
1/2 teaspoon of chili flakes.
All right. Ooh.
Then we're going to top the salad all together with about 4 tablespoons of almonds that we've kind of chopped finely. Now, you can toast the almonds or you can leave them raw. And for the purposes of this, I kind of sometimes like to leave them raw because that's more of the nutrition is there.
So now we're going to make this delicious tofu Burmese salad. It's got this really nice gingery, garlicky, kind of peppery.
Ew, like Asian. Like
Yes,
that
it's
thing.
kind of like
I
that.
like
It's from Burma.
Okay.
So here we go. First, we're going to start with the tofu. So if you can just take the tofu that we've actually cut in cubes, or kind of halved cubes. So we're going to just pour our amino acid and water mixture over that just to kind of season the tofu up because we want to taste flavor in every part of the food that we eat, okay?
That's pretty
So you can
easy.
just easy peasy. I like to do easy
Yeah, me
recipes.
too. Me too. Quick.
Right. Then after we do this, we're going to put it into the air fryer, and it'll look like this one. Right? So we have done this in our typical area, right? We said we're going to do 370 degrees for 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right, and that's what we did for this one. Now we're going to put this to the side, right?
Okay.
And then we're going to start making our sauce.
Okay. I'm ready.
Now this is fun, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to have you use garlic,
Okay. Just put the garlic in first.
put the garlic in,
Alrighty.
apple cider vinegar,
Okay.
maple syrup, ginger. This is like
Ooh.
amazing.
Okay. Ginger.
And I just put the ginger in there whole because my high-speed blender is going to process it and get
Okay.
it down to thing.
Sounds good.
And then we're going to use our amino acids. That's going to add the salt in there.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some red pepper flakes. So we
Ooh,
get a
it's gonna be
little bit of
spicy.
little.
I like
I
spice.
just kind of like to spice up your life a little bit.
Me too.
Now, I want you to just blend that until it's smooth.
All right. Let's put this top one here securely.
Okay, make
All
sure
right.
it's secure.
I'm gonna put that down on low.
Put it on low.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Ah, you forgot our water. 4 tablespoons of water.
Okay.
All righty.
Let's not make a mess here.
Yes. Okay.
that.
There's 1, 2.
Now, does the water have to be hot or temperature? Does it matter?
No, it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
All
And
right.
there's 4. Okay.
Okay. Let's try this again. Put this on
Need a
top.
little bit more liquid to get that around in there.
Okay. I think we're ready to go. Okay. Down, up.
There we go. Okay. Can you smell?
No.
How long?
So I've noticed I didn't have to put it on high temperature, just low is fine?
That's,
or?
yes, the speed there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it should be fine. As long as the ginger has been
Ooh.
processed.
Oh my goodness, it smells absolutely incredible.
Yes, it does.
I love that.
Okay.
All right.
Now, let's start working on our plating.
Okay.
Here's our Napa cabbage. And we have Napa cabbage, we have carrots, and we have scallions. And we're going to do that and put it in a nice bowl so that it's beautiful. And what I like to do is layer
Okay.
our ingredients because you want to get flavor throughout the entire one, right? So we're
Okay.
going to just put some Napa lettuce there at the bottom.
Okay.
Then we're going to put a few pieces of the tofu in there.
Oh,
We're going to add some layers of some carrots
how pretty is that?
and then some scallions.
Okay.
All right. And then I'm going to toss this together like that.
Okay.
Right? So they're just not sitting on top of each other.
Okay.
But this is the best way I find to make sure that every layer has everything mixed well together.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take another handful and put it in there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put some more tofu in there.
Pretty large salad.
It's a large salad. And
Yes.
oh, you know what? And then one of the other things that you want to do is to put your sauce in there. Like just make sure each one of the layers gets some of that sauce. So we're going to do
Oh,
that too.
okay.
Okay. So we're going to pour some
Straight
sauce
out of there.
over. Yeah.
Ooh, yum.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we're going to use a tongue or a spoon to toss it through.
Ooh.
Can you smell it?
Mm-hmm. Smells absolutely amazing.
Okay. And then we're going to do that again with
Okay.
another layer.
Another layer.
Right. I can smell it over here.
Yes, exactly.
Let's put all of this cabbage in there.
I've never cooked with Napa cabbage before.
Really?
I know I usually get it at Asian restaurants or something like that.
Yeah,
but I
that's
never
why
had
I
that.
use this one for this.
Oh, I like it.
And then our
These over
onions.
here for you.
Okay. And then we're going to toss that around.
Oh, that's very
Put
pretty.
I'm going to toss that first, put some sauce on it.
Okay.
Get some more sauce. I probably just need to swirl it a little bit more. And I'm going to pour this over it.
Okay.
Put some of that red.
This will be good for a big party or, dinner.
Yes, indeed.
make dinner.
And then tofu there. Actually, I'm going to take a couple of pieces off so that it can just be on top.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do that.
What kind of things can you serve with this salad? What do you think would be good? Maybe a soup or something?
You can serve it with a soup. You can serve it with any one of your meals. I like to do it with like some of the curries. You can use it with some of the Asian curry sauces.
Oh my goodness, it smells so good.
Yes, it does. Okay, and then we're going to top it with a couple of extra pieces
All right.
of
That
tofu.
looks good. Yeah.
And then we're going to top it all off
I like that.
with some crushed almonds.
Wow, I like something crunchy on my salad
Yes,
all the
it's
time.
crunchy.
I think it's has such a great element to the
Yes,
salad.
so that's what our Burmese salad looks like.
Yum, yum,
okay?
yum. Ready
You
to
know, and then, you know, it's also cool to maybe save some of the scallions or put some fresh parsley on it because I like presentation. You know, when the presentation, you know, people want to eat things that they think looks good.
Right,
So you
exactly.
just kind of put it in there. And sometimes you can even like take these strips and cut them
Oh,
in
that's a
even
good
smaller
idea. Yeah.
sections so that there's even more of it in there.
Right.
And you'll just get that deliciousness as you just eat and go through all of it.
All
so
right, sounds
this
good.
is the third of our tofu dishes today because people are always talking about when you eat this way, how do you get protein? Well, here it is. This is how you get the protein.
Yes.
This is at least one of the ways. People forget that vegetables have protein in them too. But this is how you get protein. You're building the flavor, you're building the foods, and you're getting the protein. So that's never something that you're missing when you're doing plant-based. I like to call it superfood eating. So we're going to actually take this bowl and we're going to put it
I'm gonna
so that you can see how delicious that's going to look and how good it's going to smell. We have made our first fried tofu chicken. I spell it CHICKUN.
Oh, of
It's
course.
chicken.
Yeah, yeah.
So tofu fried chicken. We also made tofu piccata with this lemon piccata sauce with these delicious capers on them. And then we made our Burmese salad. And it is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely delicious.
And it smells even better.
It smells even better. Wait till we eat it.
Right.
And then you're getting your protein, you're getting the prebiotics that your body needs with the onions, you're getting the fiber, you're getting all of those things in this one meal. So it makes
good.
sense to eat in a superfood way because health is wealth. That's the currency that we're spending. And we want to spend it on the right things because here we're reversing type 2 diabetes and we're making it right. Enjoy.